What's going on YouTube? My name is Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I talk about fashion on this channel, but I primarily talk about fragrances. And that's what we're talking about today, some fragrances. So if you're into fashion and fragrance, make sure you hit subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon as well. So that way, anytime a new video gets uploaded on this channel, you'll get notified. All right, guys, I have a massive fragrance haul that I want to talk to you guys about today. A total of 7 fragrances. All right, so I want to get into talking about these fragrances and kind of going through each one of these and giving you guys my thoughts on them. And I want to let you guys know as well, I partnered up with Swab for this video. So for this weekend, you guys are going to have a chance to get 30% off. Make sure I link it down below, or you can click on the link and use the code Darian30 to save 30% off of most of the fragrances that they have on their website. I'm super excited to talk about the 7 that I got and just kind of give you guys my thoughts on what I have. So this is gonna be really fun. So if you want to see my thoughts on these fragrances, you know the routine, keep it locked right here. Let's get it.
The Bowtie Fragrance Guy.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's jump into this video. Like I said, guys, this is going to be going on for this weekend only over at So Avant-Garde. Listen, guys, they are a fragrance boutique online, have a lot of great brands at So Avant-Garde, and I really like the fact as well that they have a lot of different payment options that you can utilize to secure your bottles. Some of my favorite brands on that website, they have now added Boda City Victorious. So I'm really excited about that. But anyway, I have 7 fragrances that they were sent to me, and I want to give you guys my thoughts on these 7 fragrances. But if you're interested in shopping something from the site, as I said again, for this weekend only, make sure you click on that link and use the code Darian30 to save 30% off of your purchases. So let's get into it, guys. The first fragrance that I want to talk about, this is from the brand of Banana Republic, and this fragrance is called Midnight Hour. Midnight Hour, and what you get here really is mango, ginger, leather, and musk. At least those are the notes that are listed. I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what this fragrance smells like to me. It is one of those Creed Aventus inspired fragrances. That's exactly what it is. I sprayed it, and it took me a minute. I'm like, okay, this smells really familiar, and that's what it is. It's an Aventus inspired fragrance. Now, it's not like a one-to-one of Aventus, but you can definitely tell that's where the inspiration came from this fragrance like Aventus. But it smells probably actually almost just like Mont Blanc Explorer, which was another Aventus inspired fragrance. So again, depends on where you are on your fragrance journey. I would say, obviously, if you have the original Creed Aventus, or you have several of the Aventus inspired by fragrances, this is not going to be anything that you're going to probably gravitate towards because you already have it in the collection. It does smell good. I have sprayed all these on test strips and got on my skin as well. I like to do test strip and skin. So when I was kind of testing these out, I had fragrances everywhere. But I kind of put them on different places on my skin so I can go back and smell it and kind of test them out for kind of first impressions. But again, one of those Aventus inspired fragrances. It smells good, but if you have those, any of those other fragrances that kind of smell like Creed Aventus, then you already smell this fragrance DNA. But if you have it and you need an Aventus inspired like fragrance, check this one out, guys. This was called Midnight Hour from the brand of Banana Republic. All right, guys, the next fragrance that I had the chance to get in my collection comes from the brand of Brioni. Now, this particular brand is a designer brand because they do clothing as well as other accessories, but I really like this one, man. A very unique fragrance. This is called Bion Essential, and what you get here is tomato leaves, cardamom, tonka bean, and ambergris. So it's a really interesting fragrance. Again, it smells good. It's like a fragrance that's great for like office wear or a suit and tie. I don't really see this being as much of a casual fragrance, but honestly, I don't really see that brand as being more casual. It's more of a kind of dressed up suit and tie, a luxury brand, if you will. if you're familiar with the other products that they sell, their clothing and things of that nature. But really, really unique. That tomato leaves note is really, really green. This is a really, really spicy fragrance, really masculine as well. The ambergris is in here, and then that tonka bean sweetness is up a little bit. So again, I really, really like it. It's definitely a fragrance for a person like me that dresses up a lot. I can really see this being a great office scent for me to wear. So again, this is one that's from the brand of Bion. I think this is my second fragrance from this brand, but this one is called Bion Essential. All right, guys, of all the fragrances that I received in this haul, this next fragrance was one of my favorites, and it's actually my first fragrance in my collection from this brand. I think the brand is called Liquid Imaginaries, Liquid Imaginaire, something like that, but this one is called desertsuave. Desertsuave. You get dates here, sesame, orange blossom, and cardamom. Guys, this is really, really good. The dates and that sesame gives this fragrance a nice gourmand feel. But honestly, it's not overly gourmand, but it just has some gourmand elements to it. Really, really enjoy this one, guys. Check out, I like the bottles from this brand as well. I've been looking at this fragrances from this house as well. There's a few others I want to get, but I really, really like the bottle presentation on these as well. So again, overall, really, really nice fragrance. Orange blossom is in here as well, like I said. So, like I said, a little creaminess, that sweetness from that orange blossom works really well with the dates in this fragrance. This is really, really good, guys. I get a kind of a spicy, rosy nuance from this as well. Kind of akin to what I smell with, I think it's Kiss from a Rose from by Killian on the dry down. God, really, really nice. Really impressed with this fragrance. So it has me really interested in trying others from the brand. But again, from this particular haul, this is one of my favorites from the brand of Liquid Imaginaries. This is called desertsuave. Now, guys, I have several fragrances in my collection that I've gotten from So Avant-Garde from this brand, and I really like the fragrances from this brand. I think this is my third fragrance from this particular house, and I think it's called Plume Impressions. And all three of them so far for me have been really strong likes for me. And this one is no different, guys. So this one is called Onda de Aura from the brand of Plume Impressions. And what you get here is leather, amber, vanilla, and musk. It's crazy that on this particular haul, and I didn't even notice this because I got to pick what fragrances I kind of wanted. But this particular fragrance initially kind of gave me some Tuscan leather vibes from Tom Ford. And there's another fragrance. There's actually two more fragrances on here that gave me Tuscan leather vibes. So that's crazy. But this is not Tuscan leather. This is a lot sweet. This fragrance is sweeter. This fragrance is definitely sweeter. Love the bottles on these as well. I've talked about two others from this brand, but this fragrance is sweeter. Like I talked about, you get that strong presence of vanilla and amber on this fragrance when it dries down. So it's one of those kind of sweeter amber accords. So I would venture to say there's maybe some benzoin that's a part of that with that vanilla. And like I said, it's really, really musky on the dry down. But I really, really like this fragrance, guys. Listen, if you haven't tried anything from this particular brand, like look how they have the name of the fragrance engraved at the bottom of the bottle down here. Really, really nice presentation. And like I said, the other two that I've tried from this brand have been really, really good. Look into this brand, guys. They have some really, really great fragrances, some hidden gems in my humble opinion. From the brand of Plume Impressions. Again, this one is called Onda de Aura. Check it out. All right, guys, this next fragrance is one I've wanted to get in my collection for a long time, and I have so many from the brand. I've had it in my cart so many different times, so when I had a chance to get this one sent to me, I was really, really happy. It's not a fragrance that you guys haven't, most of you haven't heard about from the brand of Parfums de Marly. This is called Godolphin. All right, what you get here is saffron, leather, orris, and vanilla. So obviously, if you guys have heard, I'm pretty sure you've heard by now, I would say that this fragrance definitely is one that hints at the Tom Ford Tuscan leather DNA. They are really, really, really similar DNAs. To me, smelling it, they're not, of course, an exact one-to-one copy. There's no raspberry here, and you get a lot of that raspberry, of course, in Tuscan leather. So again, it's not a one-to-one, but it definitely is a leather fragrance at its core that's going to put you in the mindset of Tuscan leather. Now I'm going to be doing a breakdown because I have actually 5 fragrances in my collection that all have that Tuscan leather inspiration, this being one of them. So I'm glad that I really have it to kind of break it down and give you guys some differences in the two DNAs. So one I've been wanting for a long time, definitely smells amazing. Listen, again, Tuscan leather, Godolphin, they smell amazing. So really happy to have this in my collection, guys. Parfums de Marly, Godolphin. All right, guys, the next fragrance, I was so happy to get my hands on this. I've been eyeing this for a while from a brand that I really, really love. I haven't talked about them as much lately, but I really like the brand of Electimus. And this is one of their newer releases. This is called Aquila-Absolute. And what you get here is raspberry, rose, leather, and patchouli. You heard me say a few moments ago, another fragrance here that kind of reminded me of Tuscan leather. At least the initial opening, and that was this one because of that raspberry and the presence of leather. But this is definitely a fragrance that once it starts to dry down, stands on its own. Again, primarily because of that kind of rose oud combination. So it's almost like, let's see, if you combined Tuscan leather and Ombre Nomad from Louis Vuitton and put them together, you would get this. So at the end of the day, although they remind me of 2 fragrances by itself, it's a really unique fragrances because of the blending and the merging of those 2 kind of scent DNAs. And I am really looking to wearing this one more and experiencing it and really seeing how it plays on the skin for wearing and the whole 9. But really, really impressed with this one with my initial impressions from the brand of Electimus. And I love the bottle. Hold on, let me let you guys get a look at that bottle. It has like stars. The bottle, look at that blue. Beautiful, beautiful stuff, man. But anyway, really, really looking forward to experiencing this one more from the brand of Electimus, Aquila-Absolute. All right, guys, and last but not least, another fragrance that I've really been eyeing for a long time from the brand of Initio Parfums. So glad to have this one. This is Oud for Happiness. What you get here is ginger, licorice, vanilla, and musk. I'm gonna tell you guys, I have this on my hand right now. And crazy, what this kind of reminds me of is Pure Havane from Mugler. I'm getting Pure Havane vibes from this. Not really sure how we arrived there, but we have arrived there. That licorice in here, which is probably just anise. You get a lot of licorice in this fragrance. And like I said, you guys know it's well chronicled that how much I love Pure Havane. So I really, really like this one. Yeah, man, definitely giving me those kind of Pure Havane vibes. Not a one-to-one, but it definitely puts me in the mindset of a Pure Havane, a Naxos from Giorgio. Yeah, I really like this one, man. Again, one I want to, looking forward to experiencing more, getting some wearings out of it, and give you guys like a full review on this one. But I like it so far. From the brand of Initio Parfums, this is Oud for Happiness. But that is it, guys. That is all I have for you guys today. Again, make sure if you're interested in purchasing anything from So Avant-Garde, make sure you click on my link and use the code Darian30. And for this weekend, you will receive 30% off of your purchase. As always, I sincerely appreciate you guys' time and attention to these videos. I know you don't have to watch, but you do, and I sincerely appreciate that. Now, don't forget to take out a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you are sharing these videos out to some other folks that you think could use the information or find it entertaining. Because I'm your guy, Darian. I'm the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, love to smell amazing. So until next time, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side.